There are two candidates that I have in mind that we should be on the lookout for, that we should be concerned about. You're watching the Showcast. Welcome back to the MrShowTym Showcast. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and California's Governor Gavin Newsom. These are very dangerous politicians, okay? These are very, politically speaking. Folks, it seems to me, Patrick Bet David, he has his merch, and no disrespect to him, just a little pulling off the legs, so to speak. But it is very true. I do mean this. Patrick Bet David, he has his merch talking about with the shirts that says the future looks bright. Sure, the future looks bright. As the saying goes, looks can be deceiving. I'm MrShowTym. I say the future is dark. It may look bright, but it is dark. The future's dark. And the more I think about it, the more I have this awakening. In the Matrix, was it the third one? The Matrix Revolutions. You know the part where Neo tells Morpheus, over there in the Nebuchadnezzar ship, and Morpheus is like, I don't understand. The Matrix was supposed to be reset, and and Neo just sitting there, and he just says to Neo, it was a lie, Morpheus. And Morpheus was like, and Neo's like, the prophecy of the One was a lie. It was just yet another plight of control. And then Morpheus is like, I don't believe that. And Neo's like, I'm sorry. I think now we're at that phase, because I hope I'm wrong, but we thought, and I still hope this is true, we thought that Trump was, the anomaly who's gonna, reset the Matrix, and he did. And he's, is supposed to fix things. Things are gonna be better. It's gonna be, Trump should fix things, and it has to be like, trouble should only come between the next 50 to 100 years. But it seems like the prophesized warning of socialism running rampant, globalism becoming a reality, it may still manifest. Because, like I said, you know how I suspect that Kamala Harris and the Biden-Harris administration, well, not just the Biden-Harris administration, the Obama-Biden-Harris administration, the Democrats, I have suspicions that they were trying to lose the election on purpose. Because if you think politicians and Kamala Harris are incompetent, you're the butt of the joke. Politicians are not incompetent. They did this on purpose. Kamala Harris did and said certain things on purpose to piss people off, to drive us to vote for Donald Trump in last year's election. And it happened. There was like a red wave. You know how on Twitter there's this map of the electoral college, like this, the whole 95%, or let's just say 99% of America was just red. I don't think it's a matter of the Obama-Biden-Harris administration. They tried so hard and they lost because they're like, damn it, we tried our best and we lost. They did this on purpose. Kamala Harris cackling and just being like annoying on purpose, and them ushering in a black female, not really black, a female Barack Obama. They knew that it wouldn't stick. And Kamala Harris running her campaign on two things: women's rights, to kill their babies, and Skittles, rights to healthcare, to afford healthcare, and them just spending money recklessly, millions and billions of dollars, and then ending up in financial debt. Them going on the Call Her Daddy podcast, not even on her home studio, to some random house, and they spent more than they should have to set up the the studio, the optics, paying Beyonce like $20 million if I'm them just like contributing to inflation. They're not dumb. They know that people aren't gonna like that. The whole FEMA fiasco. Them purposely not helping the people with the disaster emergencies or whatnot. They do this on purpose. They were trying to drive us to vote for Trump, and instead of them being like, damn it, we lost, they're like, yeah, everything went according to plan. You must always assume the Agent Smiths are one step ahead of us, and they're that much cunning, they're deadly, they're sinister, and they're sadistic. I say sinister. Sadistic plus cynical equals sinister. Just a little term I came up with. Folks, these people are not stupid. They're not stupid, they're not incompetent. Yeah, at face value, from what they're doing, it comes across as them being incompetent. No. They opened the floodgates to the US-Mexico border. They did that on purpose. And the guys are, no discrimination, and we want to help the asylum seekers. These are not asylum seekers. These are criminals and psychopaths and killers, and just as Trump said, he was right. Were the Agent Smiths purposely trying to lose the election? Because now the Democrats are sinking ship, and then they hitch their wagon on the Trump administration. Kamala Harris just purposely going on, I don't know what that lady's name is. You know how Kamala Harris became famous for not answering direct questions? And she was on the show, I think it was on MSNBC. That Caucasian lady who was like, okay, Madam VP, can you just answer this simple question, okay? Yes or no? Just simply yes or no, okay? And she was like, waiting to give a response. And she's like, and then the people were like, oh, okay, sitting at the edge of the seats, like, are we really gonna get Kamala Harris to answer a direct question since she's been, deflecting and evading? And she's like, okay, Madam VP, seriously, this time, no, like, for real, just please, yes or no, okay? Is it true that you wash collard green salads in the bathtub? And she's like, with cinnamon buns? And it's like, anyone who was watching that was just like fuming with steam coming out of their eyes, like, boo! They're like, ooh! Because they were waiting for her to answer a question on policy. And here she is talking about how she washes her cucumber collard green salads on a bathtub. It's a racial slur, by the way, black folks, okay? Who does that? Huh? The supposed fake black woman washes her collard green on the bathtub? It's a racial slur, by the way. Okay? Black people realize when you're being insulted. Recognize when you're being like parodied. They did that whole photo op on purpose. They knew it was gonna piss people off. Kamala Harris never explained specific policies. And the policies that she did explain were detrimental, was like not nonsensical. He wants invited inmates the ability to afford transgender healthcare for it's like using your taxpayer money. And my question to Kamala Harris is, at first it was like, why? Why? Why do this? They did it because they wanted to help Trump win. And now look at what Trump is doing. Coming back to my two dangerous operatives coming in. Now that Kamala Harris is gonzo, she's done. She ran on being the female Barack Obama, and even Barack Obama himself, came out in finger wagging his finger to black men to vote for, he came out to the brothers, finger wagging, telling black men who to vote for. And that ended in a catastrophe. Now, what we should be concerned ourselves with, look, Donald Trump has been making certain threats to the BRICS nations or any other nation that won't play ball with the United States. Hence the reason why certain nations want to break away from, the petrodollar in the first place, which I understand. I oppose it. I think the US dollar should remain the, reserve currency of the world. Okay? Because there are there's few countries like the United States of America, and South Africa being one of them. We are a democratic republic. I don't want the Federal Reserve currency to be of a communist country. Now, the formation of BRICS, that's the global digitalized currency right there. That's why I'm against it. But then again, America has been very swampy. They have been ran by swamp creatures, swamp monsters. I understand the reason for these countries want to break away in the first place. I get it. Logically speaking, I get it. It still shouldn't happen though, because that's the global digital currency right there. And I don't want us to be ruled by a bunch of commies. Now, Trump has been making certain threats, threatening to raise the tariffs to 100%. Like I said, I think it's bluffing. People are not going to take too kindly of that. They're not gonna like it. And when people are not gonna like it, what are they gonna do? They're gonna detract. Now, coming back to how The Simpsons. There's a scene an episode where Lisa, wearing a purple blouse with white pearl necklaces, and she's complaining about how we should recover from Trump's economic spillover calamity. Now, you may be saying to yourself, but Mr. Showtime, in that Simpsons episode, Kamala Harris is the president, and Kamala Harris lost. Yes, consider the time in which we're in. Trump is only president-elect. He's not the official president yet. We still haven't gone to the inauguration day, which means an assassination can still happen. And if it happens, they've been blaming Donald Trump for the downfall of the economy, even though he wasn't in office. It's still a possibility. Another thing is, if Trump fails, there's a small likelihood of Trump's tariff increase to 100% if it falls by the wayside and it fails. Yeah, Trump is gonna, damage the economy. And this is where Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, is gonna step into the mix. Bernie Sanders, girl, socialist. She's gonna step into the mix and she's gonna offer a solution. And when she offers a solution, I'm afraid she's gonna offer a solution even Republicans are gonna agree with. They're gonna be like, inflation has been skyrocketing, and here's AOC saying that, regardless, it doesn't matter whether her solution is a psyops or it really will work. Doesn't matter. The problem is she's gonna step in, and she's no longer gonna run on gender politics, first female of color. No. The Democrats aren't stupid. They saw how it didn't work last time. Now they're strictly gonna run on policies, on actual policies. Gavin Newsom. 5G. Do you know the movie, the PlayStation 5? Sorry, not movie, the video game. The PlayStation 5 video game, Detroit's Become Human. Starring Jesse Waters and, about androids. 5G is coming in, folks. Our roads, they're going to be replaced with, these futuristic, technological roads. The movie Total Recall, not the old one, the one starring Colin Farrell and Kate Beckinsale. Yeah. Those cars, that type of society, that type of infrastructure. Yeah. The tar roads are going to be replaced. We are going to have cars, those futuristic cars like that in the movie Total Recall. But it's going to require us to have like a infrastructural upgrade. Gavin Newsom is pro-electric vehicles. You might be saying to yourself, we don't have the resources to sustain such. Watch the space. You see, the problem is you talk too early. You conservatives talk about we don't have the infrastructure to maintain such. You talk too early. That's your problem. You speak too soon. That's what they said about Bluetooth. That's what we said about iPhone, touchscreen smartphones. Look how quickly it came about. Don't underestimate technology. Look at the drone sightings. These giant SUV-sized drones. You talk too soon. How about waiting first? You speak too soon. Hush up. Shh. Don't talk too soon, okay? You speak too soon, and that's your problem. The military has technology that we haven't been exposed to yet. Not technology that we don't know, some that we don't know, some that we haven't, some that we've suspected, such as the truth serum, such as, I'm afraid, teleportation. Some, these EMP guns, electromagnetic pulses. These types of technologies are not available to the mainstream public yet. But as soon as we witness it with our bare eyes, that's when it's going to be rolled out. You talk about how some of these popular influencers, they talk about how we're not ready to sustain electric vehicles to the masses. That's what you think. You speak too soon. Yes, in the mainstream, yes, technically out in the main realm, in the mainstream world, yes. But who says it can't be done? Don't speak too soon. Because when Gavin Newsom decides to make it official, watch how technology just takes a surge, a skyrocket. We've already seen androids, these prototypes, Asimo, these Japanese company thing, and they got these skins, these realistic skins. It is coming. It's coming. No, it's already here. Just because it has been rolled out to the masses yet doesn't mean it doesn't exist. 5G is gonna usher that in. Donald Trump is so pro energy independent. Yeah, that's gonna contribute to that as well. Watch the space. Us South Africans, we have a saying: watch the space. Watch the space. Just watch. I like Alex Jones' slogan for InfoWars. We bring you tomorrow's news today. That's what I'm doing now. I'm bringing you tomorrow's news today. Shout out to Alex Jones. Shout out to Alex Jones. These two candidates, man, and AOC, she's not a dumb cookie. She is a formidable foe. She's not going to run on symbolism and gender politics and oh no, she's way smarter than that. She has almost around about 13 million followers on Twitter. For a reason. And those are not fake bots. I don't think so. I don't think so. A lot of these popular influencers have a bunch of fake bot followers anyway and fake engagement and whatnot. Most of it is fake. Yeah, to a degree. But AOC has 13 million followers on Twitter for a reason. She comes out. She starts running her mouth on how she's going to fix things. These are solutions. Yeah, she's going to wait. Throughout Trump's final term, these 4 years, next coming 4 years, yeah. If Trump slips and makes the wrong decisions and with his whole tariff threat, if it falls, if it goes left, AOC is gonna capitalize on that, and yeah, the roster of the Democrats looks all the more dangerous, and I'm concerned about who's gonna be the next starting lineup for the Republicans. People talk about J.D. Vance. I don't know. And also, is it a coincidence that J.D. Vance is married to an Indian woman, and now Trump is pushing Indians to come into the mix? J.D. Vance, like so many things are coming in. The puzzles are connecting. I'm hoping I'm wrong. Is it a coincidence that J.D. Vance is married to an Indian woman, and now the H-1B1 visa fiasco is trying to usher in a bunch of Indians? Folks, these movie analysts have certain things called Easter eggs, certain clues throughout the movies. Whether it be posts on the movie, signs, like I Am Legend. You know how I Am Legend actually does advertise Superman versus Batman movie. There's a scene where Will Smith is walking somewhere like in the city, and then there's a billboard that shows the promo Batman versus Superman. It shows very briefly, and it's like wow. And then Batman versus Superman came out like a few years later. There are Easter eggs everywhere, folks. Be mindful. J.D. Vance is married to an Indian woman, and now they're trying to usher in Indians with H-1B visas. Is it a coincidence? Do you still doubt me? Do you doubt me? I need you to trust me. I need you to trust me. Because I know what I'm talking about. And I'm actually the first one to call this out. If I hear any track talking about how J.D. Vance married to an Indian woman, and that correlates to them trying to usher in Indians with the H-1B visas, just know that who they've been listening to, who they heard it, from who they heard it first. The Great Showstadamus, that's who. The next roster of the Republican candidates doesn't look promising, aside from Senator Rand Paul. I personally like Senator Rand Paul because he went over to the Daily Show in 2018 and defeated Trevor Noah on home grounds. He mopped the floor with his biracial ass. Senator Rand Paul, I mean, he wasn't effective. He didn't shine with last year's, what do you call the primaries? He didn't shine the VP primary or whatever. Or was it last year? Can't remember. But he didn't shine. But he doesn't need. But you don't always need to shine. Just I trust Senator Rand Paul. Perhaps if he runs again, he could. Yeah, I trust him. He's one of the few people on the right who, in terms of the next roster for possible candidates to run for office, I trust Senator Rand Paul. But that's all for now. If you've been watching this far, thank you so much for watching. And remember, the Matrix has you. Follow the White Rabbit. And don't fall for the psyops. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers.